Hello, my name's Kirby, and welcome to a video I didn't think I would ever make. And sorry for the terrible lighting. I am deciding to record this video at 12:44 a.m. And I sleep in a tent because I don't like my bedroom. So here we are. I found out we're a system about a week ago, a little longer than that now, and it's very weird. And I certainly didn't see that coming, but there was a thing that made us realize it. You can see that we have changed our username to the Tardigrade system, which was inspired by the Cosmo Sheldrake song, just called Tardigrade Song, where it kind of talks about how tardigrades are these tiny little creatures that can survive so much. They can survive really harsh conditions, but they really don't want to. That's not what they're out to do. They just want to chill. They live in moss, nice, soft, comfy moss, and that's all they need to be happy. We have been through a lot, as indicated by the fact that we are a system, because you cannot have OSDD or DID without trauma. So as far as I can tell, we have OSDD 1B, which means we have alters that are separate, but we, for the most part at least, share memories. Different alters kind of remember different things better, but we all have access to the same memories. So we're gonna make a video where each of us kind of talks about ourselves, and we wrote out some questions for each of us to answer. So the first one is, what are your name and pronouns? That's pretty easy. My name is Kirby. Kirby Province Tardos is my full name. And I use they them pronouns. My role in the system is I'm the host. I'm the me. I identify with this body. For the most part, at least. I'm trans, so there's some things that I maybe don't like very much, but I mostly feel at home in this body of ours. The next is kind of just a favorites question. What are my favorite things? My favorite color is pink. My favorite kind of aesthetic is like, I don't know, cottagecore. I love forests. I love cozy little cabins. I just love the outdoors. I really love bugs. I love kind of tasteful clutter, but not in a messy way, I guess. I like just being cozy. I really like clothes that, like, I like button-up shirts. I like shirts with a collar. I don't know why. I think they look nice. I love sweaters. I'm wearing a sweater right now. I love skirts that don't look overly feminine, which sounds like a contradiction, but in my opinion it is not. And I love folk music. I play guitar, and I kind of play harmonica, but I haven't actually practiced it in a while. I'm not very good at it. My hobbies are, well, I love drawing. That's my main thing. Before we settled on Tardigrade system, we were going to call ourselves the artist system, because that was the one thing that we kind of all had in common that we could think of, but it was a very boring name. So we voted on 3 different things. We had Tardigrade system, we had Cloud system, which just comes from an old username I had, which was Cloud Nucleus, which was not a good name because whenever I tried to search it, I did not find me. I found weird science stuff. And then there was artist system, which really none of us liked. So yeah, I like drawing, I like music, I like creating things, I like telling stories. I occasionally write, but I don't consider myself very good at it. I know the rules of words, but I'm not really the best at putting them together. The next question is, how do you feel about being part of a system? For the first couple of days, I was so scared. I barely fronted. I just was there in the back of my mind, and every time I tried to think, like, how am I gonna handle this, my alters just came and, like, hugged me in the headspace, and I don't know. Eventually I kinda came around to it, and I don't know. I feel okay about it now, I think. I'm glad that I know. I'm glad that it's not hidden from me anymore. I'm glad that my alters are there for me, because I always felt in life like if only someone was there to help me, if only someone could just step in and solve this problem. The next question is quite a lofty one. What is your goal in life? I just want to see as much of the world as possible, because we've got this tiny little lifespan. You're at full health for like, I don't know, 40 years, probably less than that, 30 years. And then you start to decline. And I've always had this fear of growing old before I got to do anything. And that's quite a silly fear, considering that I'm 20. I got a long ways to go. But I just want to do as much as I can with the little time that I have. I want to inspire people. I want to create stuff. I want to put myself out there into the world and do good. That is what I want to do, and I really don't have a set goal. I had this kind of crisis when I was in middle school. Like, if I come up with a specific goal that I need to reach, what do I do when I reach it? What do I do after that? I had this dream of creating a perfect picture. And one of my teachers told me that I could do it, that I could easily do it. And I was like, no, I can't. Because if I could, what do I have to live for? Now, you can't create a perfect picture, but I don't know, that stuck with me, and my goal changed on that day, I think. The next question is the last one, and it is just anything else about myself that I would like to add. I think I've kind of talked on long enough. I'm going to introduce the rest of my alters. There are 8 of us, including me, and they'll each record their section at a separate time, and hopefully they'll kind of be wearing clothes that represent them. So yeah. Okay, so we're really doing this one. Okay. My name is Void. I use they, them pronouns, or its pronouns. I'm the system protector. I kind of don't feel emotions very easily, or at least not as strongly. I'm kind of a barrier against distressing things. My favorite color is black. My favorite aesthetic is like dark and spooky things. I love Halloween. Okay, it's the next day now. I forgot to mention a couple things that are kind of important. The way I see myself is I'm a shapeshifter. I'm just a shadow being. I usually just appear as a dark sort of outline with glowing white eyes. And I like to either take the form of like a fictional character that I identify with, or just my own thing. Also, there's the fact that there's some of us in the system who don't identify with a particular age, and then there's me. I specifically identify as ageless. I guess I should also say I kin the beast from over the garden wall, and I also kinda kin Void Termina from Kirby Star Allies, and that is where I got my name. The funny thing is, I was the one who like discovered we were a system, because I kinned the beast and Kirby does not, and none of us do except me. And we went, why is our identity so fluid? Well, there we go. Why does it have to be that there are so many of us who have trouble talking? So yeah, I love Over the Garden Wall. I like listening to opera, which kinda, I think, gets on the nerves of the others. I like wearing all black. I have this cloak that I made, and it's nice and warm. It's made of flannel, so that's good. I enjoy singing. I like drawing, and I actually have a like very different art style from for most of us. Like, all of us have different art styles, but I think mine is like particularly distinct, because I pretty much only use black and white and like dark gray. Like playing with my earrings. I guess I fidget a lot. I don't know. How do I feel about being part of a system? I'm glad I don't have to be in front all the time. That's, like, it's seriously nice to be able to just retreat when I don't like how things are going, but I'm also there as, like, a barrier against hard stuff. It's like things that are challenging and, like, unpleasant, I can get through it just fine, but when I'm just enjoying myself, I don't really know how to act. When I'm, like, having a conversation, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So, I don't know. I feel like my presence is situational. When we first realized we were a system, I spent a lot of time in front, and after the first couple days, I didn't really come up very much. And right now I'm here because we watched over the garden wall. What is my goal in life? I don't know, be a person, be a good protector for the system, make a cool Halloween costume. That's very important to me. I hate that you can see the taskbar in my glasses, but you're gonna have to deal with it. Anything else about myself? There's like a vague memory of when Kirby told our dad that we're a system and described me, and Dad seemed to think I was like evil or something, and Kirby was like, no, they're not bad, they're just distant, which, you know, is true. I do kind of just like to be alone. I don't know, I'm just here, I'm just vibing. I'm trying my best, okay? Hi, we're filming in the dark again. Deal with it. Hi, my name is Moss. I use they, them pronouns, as most of us do. I am 17 years old, which is younger than the body, which is a trait that I believe is unique to me. My role in the system is probably, I'm a sort of caretaker. I just make sure we're doing okay, and I make sure that we're eating and drinking water and taking care of ourselves, because we have a lot of hard times with that. So it's just very important to me that we are all comfortable and happy and well nourished. My favorite color is green, but I really like any sort of nature-y color. I love forest core, moss core, obviously. The funny thing is I knew my name before I knew I was even an alter. Like, there were times when I remember thinking, like, man, if I was gonna have a name besides Kirby, it would be Moss. So, so that's my name. I think my full name would be Moss Tardos Province. My favorite music, I love Cosmo Sheldrake. And, you know, just fun folk music, fun stuff. I play guitar, I play harmonica. I'm not good at harmonica because, like, we physically have not really learned that very well, but I like it. My favorite clothing styles are not what we're wearing right now, actually. Starseeker got dressed this morning, but I'm wearing my fronting indicator necklace, which Starseeker also made, but made to my liking. You probably can't see it that well, huh? But it has my name, and it has beads. Bee beads. I'm also interested in beekeeping. But clothing styles, goblin core, moss core, forest core. I guess I should specify that I'm also not a human. Gosh, it's so weird telling you, like, I'm this fictional thing, when clearly I'm not, but the way I see myself is half goblin, half gnome. And you can kind of see that in the way that I draw myself, which there's a picture in the beginning of my section. What are my hobbies? I already mentioned playing music. I like reading sometimes. I have this book. I have this book. These are just the books we have in the tent right now. We bought this one today, actually. This one was a birthday present. I like books about nature. I like going for walks. I like exploring. I like just basking in the fresh air. I love drinking tea. I drink a lot of tea. And eating, like, tasty, healthy food. Or, like, sweet things, but, like, well-made sweet things. Like, cheap candy isn't gonna, make me feel good, so I tend to not eat it quite as much. How do I feel about being part of a system? Okay, so this is one of those questions that, like, you really have to think about it before you answer it, and I think a lot of the others kind of didn't think about it a lot before answering it. But the truth is, being a system is friggin' hard. Like, all the time, we have to hide who we are, even around our family. Like, we've told them, but I still don't feel right correcting them when they call me Kirby when I'm not Kirby. So I just don't, because I worry about bothering them, because suddenly we've made this change that affects how we want to be seen. So, I don't know, it's kind of hard sometimes. I mean, how do I feel about being part of a system? Well, being a system is hard, but how do I feel about being part of this system? I mean, I love my alters. I love doing the things that I'm able to do. I'm able to do a lot of the things that I enjoy, and that's pretty cool. How do I sum up my feelings? I have a lot of feelings, I have a lot of feelings. What is my goal in life? I just want to travel and explore. I love forests. I want to see so many forests. I want to see forests in all the world, and I want to eat lots of fruit. Anything else about myself I'd like to add? I like to wear makeup sometimes, but I'm not wearing makeup right now because it's kind of late. My favorite flowers are, like, probably roses, but, like, not in a lovey-dovey way, but, like, a they smell nice way, and they also taste good. That's not nearly as much as I could say about myself, but that's probably a good basic intro. Hey, what's up? My name is Starseeker. I use they them pronouns, and I am another alter in the Tardigrade system. My role in the system is I really don't know. We're still new. We haven't entirely figured things out. I like to have fun, and apparently I'm better at self-care because this morning I took a shower and ate breakfast, which is something that we do not do very often. So my favorite color is probably pink, but I like any sort of bright, cheery color. I like cool patterns. My favorite sort of aesthetic is, like, I don't know, vaporwave, arcade core, a bit of kidcore maybe, but just like bright and cheerful stuff and like sci-fi stuff. I guess I should clarify. In the headspace, at least, I'm a robot. And I don't have a specific set age, but I'm a young adult, about 20-ish. I mean, our body is 20, so around that sort of range, maybe a little older. Favorite music? I like, I don't know, rock, synth, EDM, just fun stuff. The kind of music that's in the G1 Transformers movie. I love the soundtrack of that. Sorry, I'm like recording outside with my phone because that's what was convenient at the time. I love modern street fashion, or maybe like 90s street fashion. I love Splatoon. I love the vibes of Splatoon, so anything that a Splatoon character would wear is probably something that I would wear, as long as it's not like overly feminine, I think. What are my hobbies? I don't know, having fun, shopping. I love going to the mall. I am not the best at money management, but sometimes we need our shopping therapy, okay? How do I feel about being part of a system? I don't know, it's cool. We're here, we got friends. I enjoy my life, so that's all that really matters. What is my goal in life? Be gay, do crime. Anything else about myself? I'm one of the few members of the system that is not asexual. I like guys and girls and anyone. I think I kind of lean towards liking men or masculine presenting people. And I love robots, but humans can be cool too. But it's not like I'm looking for a relationship or anything. I think that's it. Nice to meet ya! Hello, my name is Calyptra, and I am a member of the Tardigrade system. I use they, them pronouns, and as far as I know, I do not have a specified role in the system, but I am a sort of fictive. I am not a specified character, but I am from a specified fictional world. I am a Grimkin from Hollow Knight, but I have once taken the form of a human and have joined the Grim Troop and ascended and become a Grimkin. In the inner world, you cannot see my face. I am wearing a mask, and I am not capable of removing it, so my makeup skills are still growing, but I felt like it would be almost necessary to show you who I am to do makeup for this video, even though it took approximately an hour. I am extra in that way. My favorite colors are black and red, as you can probably guess. I like dark and spooky aesthetics. I am, in fact, part of a circus, so the haunted circus type of aesthetic fits me quite well, and I am quite fond of it. My hobbies, gosh, I enjoy singing, I enjoy dancing, but I don't have specific knowledge of how to do it. I just do it based on what feels right. I like acting. We have taken theater classes. Unfortunately, they didn't go too well in the long run, but I had a great time. Indeed, I often am quite theatrical in my daily interactions. How do I feel about being part of a system? Well, an interesting question, in fact, because I was part of this system before I really knew what that meant. Kirby remembers, and I remember, having a dream in which we joined the Grim Troop before we knew we were a system, of course, and that was me. So, how do I feel? I'm glad I know I exist. I'm glad I'm here. What is my goal in life? Since my life doesn't have a specific end, I don't have exactly a set age. I'm upwards of 100 years old. How can you set a goal for a life that has no end point? How can you reach the end of something that doesn't? How can I have one life goal? I'm just here, and that's all that is important. Anything else about myself that I would like to add? To be quite honest, I can't think of anything at the moment. I am sitting on the floor because I did not want to film in the darkness of the tent, because yet again we have made the decision to film at night, and by that I mean we were at home and I fronted and I thought I should probably make this video. And then I took an hour to put on makeup, because that was, of course, very important to me, and I'm wearing clothes that fit my style. This vest is actually part of the Troopmaster Grimm cosplay that we made, which, to be completely honest, was probably entirely my doing. I believe that's all I have to say. Hello, my name is Mag. I use he, him, or they, them pronouns. My role in the system is I'm the persecutor. I got all the bad thoughts, and I kind of just spread them to everyone else. I'm trying to work on it, but it's hard. My favorite color is dark blue. I'm into, like, witchcraft. I love crystals. I like wearing dangly earrings, and I wish we had more piercings, as do most of us, actually. We should look into that. I don't listen to a lot of music, so I don't really know what kind of music I would like. I don't know. I think I just prefer silence. My favorite clothing styles are just things that are comfortable and have nice colors. We honestly don't have a lot of clothes that are my thing, so this is my favorite shirt that we own. I don't know what my hobbies are. I don't spend a lot of time in front. I'm mostly just here to, like, record the video. How do I feel about being part of a system? I'm glad that I don't have to be in front all the time. Life's gonna suck either way, I guess. I don't have a goal in life, and I don't have a lot about myself that I would like to add. For one thing, I don't really know a lot about myself. I'm just here, I'm trying my best, and there's a myth that persecutors are evil alters and are gonna go around hurting people, but that's not true. The only person I really hurt is ourselves, and I'm really not a danger. I'm just depressed. Hello, I am the Traveler, and I use they them pronouns. I'm a fictive alter from the video game Journey by That Game Company. In case you don't know, a fictive is an alter who is a specific fictional character. The brain creates fictive alters to cope with trauma because it thinks, if this character was here, then we could handle this. I don't know what exactly caused me to become part of the system, but here I am. So, being a fictive who can't speak in their source material means that I find it difficult to speak when I'm fronting. Since I can't do it in the headspace, I just communicate with musical chirps. They can have meaning to me, and I think I usually get my meaning across to my alters, but it doesn't really mean anything to people outside the system. I'm actually reading a script because I have trouble communicating. I tried recording twice without one, but I wasn't satisfied with the result. As for my role in the system, I really don't know. I'm just here, and that's all that matters to me. My favorite color is red. I also like orange and yellow a lot. I like going for walks and exploring. I like just hanging out and experiencing the world, and I also enjoy drawing and playing video games. I think all of us like drawing in video games. How do I feel about being part of a system? So, I don't really have any feelings on that. I just accept it as it is. There's nothing I can do about it, and I don't dislike it. Sorry about that wind. But I also don't really have a specific goal in life. In Journey, my goal would be to reach the mountain, but that isn't really a thing in this world. So I could say my goal is to climb a big mountain in real life, but I don't think we'll ever actually climb Mount Everest or whatever, and I don't feel the need. As long as I get to explore the world as much as I reasonably can, I'll be fine. The most important thing is the experiences we have along the way. Anything else about myself I want to add? Well, I'm dating another alter in the system, the Diver. She's going to make her introduction right after mine. It might sound strange for alters in the same system to date each other, but it's actually pretty common. I'm very glad she and I are in the Tardigrade system together, and now I will hand it over to her. Hi, I'm the Diver. I'm another fictive alter in the Tardigrade system. I'm just the Diver from Abzu. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns. I'm the only one in the system who identifies with the body's assigned gender at birth, but I still identify as trans, because in my fictive canon, I'm a sexless robot that chose to be female, so I'm still trans. I don't really know what my role in the system is. I don't think I have a particular one. I don't think I need a particular one. Gosh, I just love nature. I love the ocean. We've always really felt a connection to the ocean, so that's a thing. Just to water, So I'm working on getting us a scuba diving certification, which is pretty cool. I'm really friggin' excited. As for clothes that I like, I have this shirt. That's my favorite shirt. I have my fronting indicator necklace. Like, my favorite music is probably just Abzu OST. Kind of obvious there. I like ASMR and just like calming stuff. I like sort of ambient sound. As for my hobbies, I think I kind of draw less than most of us. I haven't drawn a proper profile picture for myself. I've done like a doodle or two, but that's about it. So the profile picture that we've been using for me is one that we drew before discovering we were a system. But I do like music. I sing sometimes. I have a bit of trouble talking, as you might be able to guess. How do I feel about being part of a system? It's hard to think under pressure. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of feelings on that. My goal in life is just to make the world a better place and see as much as I can. It's really important to me that we do like protect the planet. As cheesy as that message is, it's also true. Anything else about myself? As Traveler said, I'm dating them. We're very happy together, so that's pretty cool. I think that's all I can think of. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be here to deliver content in the future. So, bye-bye.